just your feel going into this matchup, because here's so much rhetoric on one side and the other, and I don't expect you to make a pick at this point, David, but just for the two of us and people like us that really dig deep into college football, in particular personnel, and I go a little bit crazy during the off season when I hear the national narrative, and there's just kind of a 1 or 2 line narrative that's attached to most programs. And so for Florida, it's, oh, well, they lost some guys on defense, but they'll be fine on defense. They've got no offense. Malik Zaire, I've even heard, as of the last couple of days, national platforms assuming Zaire's the starter, he's the guy. And then on the Michigan side, they lost 18 starters. So either it's, well, they're going to take a huge step back, or Jim Harbaugh's great, so they'll be fine. They're a top 10 team. And that's pretty much what we know about both teams. And obviously you dig deep with Florida in particular. So do you have a good feeling about this one at this point?
Mark, I had a better feeling a few weeks ago before, Florida's had some off the field troubles. We mentioned Antonio Callaway, and now it came out today. Freshman receiver James Robinson was caught, with a marijuana possession there. Not much has probably come from that. He's still been practicing all week. He may be suspended for the Michigan game as well, but probably didn't look for him to be much of a factor in this Michigan game either. But off the field issues, we have to go back a little, about a month or so ago, where Marcel Harris, the leading tackler from last year, got injured and will miss the season as well. So about a month ago and before camp started, I felt a little bit better about this Michigan game from Florida side. I still feel pretty good. The quarterback position still not being figured out. I think Jim McElwain is playing a little bit of gamesmanship here. I think he probably has an idea of where he wants to go, but there's no need for Michigan to know right now. Keep Michigan guessing. Keep letting them guess about how much Malik Zaire will get carries and be a quarterback for this offense, and having to worry about the running part of the offense. Or if it's Luke Del Rio and Felipe Franks, the more drop back style. Let Jim Harbaugh prepare for both for as long as you can make him prepare for both. So I don't expect Jim McElwain to announce a quarterback anytime soon. So Florida probably holds a little bit of advantage there. But Don Brown, the defensive coordinator for Michigan, he'll have those guys ready. Yes, they have to replace some guys in the secondary that might lead to some big plays, but Florida's got to do the same thing. Some new guys in the secondary as well. I think both front sevens will come into this game and maybe control the game. I expect a low-scoring game. I think these front sevens will pretty much control the game. And so which quarterbacks don't make the mistakes? So if you go look at Luke Del Rio from last year, he made mistakes. Or if you go Felipe Franks, we don't know. We don't know what we'll get from him. But you got Wilton Spade on the Michigan side, pretty safe with the ball most of the time. But he's got new receivers they got to work in. Tarek Black, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Eddie McDoom. Can those guys step up and be targets for him? So it's really hard to get a beat on what's going to happen with this game, because I think the front sevens will dominate. I don't think you'll know what you'll get from the quarterbacks. Which one will be more physical? I think that's what it comes down to.